They call me Big Sele, Big LA, Big Boy when the killer when the MA. I don't know what that means. All right. We are live. And I'm just gonna do a quick check. Just see if this is right. Oh, I gotta charge this. That is unfortunate. Oh, that's bad timing. All right. Well, I'll just do my best here. Okay, well, that's good. That showed up appropriately. Shayna, we haven't seen it show up before like that before.
So I do OnlyFans. Okay. So I promote my own.
Oh, that's freaky. Okay. That's good. Oh. That showed up appropriately. Do this right here. Shayna, we haven't seen it show up before like that. Okay. So again, I expect nothing. I'm going to this thing pretty blind. Um, but I am gonna jump right into the actual gaming part of the stream. Because frankly, like anything to do with the world right now is just gonna be highly controversial, and I ain't trying to do controversy. You know what I'm saying? So we'll just see how this goes. Let me just full screen. All right. Hey, where my sound at, bro? I just don't know if I want to battle him again like that. Okay. It looks good, but there's no sound. Oh, you know what? That's my fault. There we go. Nope. Oh, that's because I'm stupid. I think. I'm not confident at all. Let's just see what happens. Nope. That ain't it either. That's weird. Last time the sound was playing perfectly. It's just me? I feel like something happened where I just. Let's see. Properties. Yeah. Okay. Hello, hello. It's so weird. I swear to you, last time the audio was still playing for me, but y'all couldn't hear it. I don't think my dad's calling me. One sec. Hola. Did you turn it all the way down? Hello. All right. Why am I stinky? Okay, that's nice. Yeah, you're hilarious, kid. You're hilarious. I wanted to hear how your retainer went. What did they do? That's it. I don't know why I thought there was more to it than that. Uh, okay. And I paid for that. Why did I pay for that? Good answer. I'm just curious how it went. 'Cause you didn't tell me anything about it. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just curious. Like, did I miss something? Was there something like? 'Cause I honestly forgot that I said I was going to pay for that, and then when you said it, I was like, oh yeah, I guess I did say I was going to pay for that. I'm still there. Hey, what's going on? A real queen princess or a real queen? I thought you gave her the name. Right. Yeah. I honestly didn't know that. I thought that you made it up and just wanted to call her that. All right. Well. Yeah. Now I get it. Yeah, they will. And then I'm gonna collect your fingers and sell them back to you for $5 each. That's not. It's not an option. Well, good luck. All right. Well, I just want to check in real quick. I'm gonna head off to lunch. But Lexi, I don't know when. Oh yeah, your birthday. Let me know if you do anything for your birthday. All right. Love you. All right. Bye. All right. Sorry, y'all. Um, First of all, hello to the person who said they love me, whoever you are. That's weird. Uh, um, Shara, that's crazy to me. You never played Pokemon, and that begs me to ask you. Then how did you find me then? Because I feel like my whole deal for the longitude of this channel has mostly been people watching me because of Pokemon stuff. I'm not saying that's you, because I know people find me in different ways, but I will admit that I'm surprised. I just like that's like the majority of people who've stuck around were a lot of the Pokemon people. All right, but whether you play Pokemon or not, it doesn't really matter. We can talk anyway. Um, let's see. So never play Pokemon. Pokemon man. So wonder why you're just like a teenage bloke. You mean my character or me? Um, I don't even know how teenagers dress now. To be frank with you, let's see. Okay, so a couple things I learned last to go around playing this game is this guy is really weak in the first round of the battle. That's wild. The Black Man versus Pokemon, Black Man versus Cosmo videos. Well, that's great. Honestly, I wondered like if like that kind of strategy would work today, where I just do like everything I want to do and then see who I get. Because legitimately, that was kind of what I how I like got my first like YouTube like growth was just I like a lot of things. I'm gonna make videos about a lot of things, and that's kind of it. But like I think now, obviously, because like back then they were like, yeah, you can do variety, do whatever you want. But if you make videos and you love doing them, then you'll get views, and that's not what they tell you anymore. But yeah, I don't even know if like YouTube even gives out advice anymore on how to grow on YouTube. I know they used to. Okay, this should probably not that hit. Oh, that did nothing, bro. Come on. All right, that'll do him in. Honestly, I'm only even like playing this again in front of you, because I really want to beat this game and be done with it. I've been battling like forever. Okay. Do I want to see what happens here? Let's do this strategy. My last couple of playthroughs, I've saved Charizard to the end, but he does this thing in the last round where he cheats, and no matter how many moves, how many times you hit him, no matter how many moves you clock him with, he will go up in the air and drain you every time. So I got some advice from ChatGPT on strategies for this battle. So I'm gonna see what happens. You ain't watched one lick of anime. How do you? I feel like anime at some point kind of became like the cultural like epitome of like what you just do as entertainment. So that also shocks me. Like I am shocked that you didn't play one lick of anime. Okay, now he's back to normal. Okay, keep it moving. Also, actually, you know what? You might be the perfect person to come to the stream, but I'll tell you, I'm going to a bachelorette party literally tomorrow, and I'm going to Florida, right? And I'm all good going to bachelorette party. I'm cool being the only dude. Like, it doesn't really bother me, right? But they're having typical bachelorette party moves, and they're gonna have a stripper, and I just and I'm a pretty like secure dude. I just don't want to be there for the stripper, and I feel kind of bad because I feel like when I had my birthday, right, and I and we had we did because it was one of the things that like people said was fun and to do in New Orleans. So we did drag brunch or whatever you want to call it, and the drag brunch was fun. Don't mind me, right? It was really fun, but that's one thing, but I feel like a male stripper is another thing, and I just feel like I do not want to see a dude's dangling. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel silly saying that. But it's just not in the things I want to spend my time doing. Especially spend all that money going on vacation. I'm kind of like, I should be okay to like tell y'all no, right? And not feel too bad about it. Like I don't want to be closed minded, but I don't want no, I just don't. It just does not work for me. Okay. So I have now 3 different times gotten to this point in the game. Yes. And now he is at his mega form, which is his cheap mega form, I call it. Because this mega form just brutalizes my team every time. Because, again, he does only so much damage. And if you don't get the damage done by a certain point, he locks whatever Pokemon you're using in. And then you just have to like deal with it. Like at some point, you're not allowed to leave the game. You're like, well, you battle me, you're stuck here. I saved all his energy to get Greninja in the game. And then Greninja's like, Mr. I am slow to attack. Come on, get him. Yep, there he is. Yep, doing that laser thing. Where I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. Like, so I'll take down the Pokemon every time. Every single time. And I lose the battle because he targets me, not because my Pokemon are weak. Like, it has not mattered. I mean, I need to, like, be able to move faster, I guess, and get myself into wherever place I need me to be in. Let's see, as long as you're not getting slapped in the face with it, should be all right. I've been a lady version and had women grinding up against me, no biggie. I think that is easier said than done for men. I think men want to stay way the F away from it as much as possible. Like, I don't want to see it, frankly. And again, I realize I sound stupid, but that's just, I don't even want to see it. I ain't trying to look at it. I want to be in the room while you're doing it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I feel. Also, be careful if you have seizures. What up, Andy DeVirgo? What's up, my brother? Good to see you again as always. With Pokemon's 30th anniversary coming up, I figured, before I buy one more thing Pokemon, let me finish this game. Let me cook this game. Also, I was doing the stream regularly, y'all. If you know, you know. Every Tuesday for a while. And frankly, my boss put a meeting in place that during my lunch break, mind you. So kind of destroy my like weekly stream move. So I'm still looking for another night to do it. I am thinking I'm most likely gonna move it to Wednesdays for long term. But I just got to get on that schedule because I think right now, every single time I've done a stream, they've all kind of like been a show of them their former selves, and not be able to really figure out how to get it to get views. So is this a PC game or console you're playing? So it's Pokemon. You haven't played Pokemon before. It's definitely console, but I've got it routing using my Elgato um, through my PC, which I'll tell you, I know you were here for the gloriness of me figuring out um, gaming situations, but I will tell you that come on, get him, boy, get him, boy, get him, boy. Hold on. That in the past, anytime I tried to game on this computer, it would just slow down and run and break the computer like every time, like every single time. I'm like, what the heck? But now I can actually run it. I can actually, stream like a normal person. I can actually run the freaking game, which is an achievement in itself. Like, you know how like when you do something or you see something for the first time, all of a sudden you start seeing it everywhere. That's kind of how I feel about me now understanding what I didn't understand about computers before. Now when I look, I see the specs I ignored. Now I understand. I get why my computer was not working. But I just like before I was like, oh no, just maybe I need a new computer. Like I actually took apart my old computer just to see what the specs were, and now I understand why that one stopped working. Like it was all good when I was using it just like kind of a regular computer. But now, no, those days are over. Did anyone watch the State of the Union address by the El Presidente? I mean, I kid about being old. I mean, it was kind of funny. Like I think I mentioned this before, but I got sick for about a week. Um, right after I finished being vegan, like it felt like as soon as I ate meat, I got sick, and I know that's not what happened, right? But that is a sequence of events. Like, oh, let me eat some meat. Are you down with the sickness? Are you down with the sickness? Yeah. I immediately got sick. It was stupid. I'm like, I cannot believe that I am now sick. But because I had no appetite and the body chills, and I barely ate for like, you know, I guess now you would say was like almost 2 weeks, a month plus, let me call it that. I lost like 20 pounds. Now I may have gained back about, I don't know, 5 of those pounds, but I see it in my face. I definitely see it in my body. My stomach is down, and now I'm just trying to maintain. Okay, Megahorn. All right, close combat. I know you're with the dragon. Outrage. And then Moonblast. I know you're weak to fairy type moves. I think now I need to quickly figure out what exactly is the pattern and where I need to run when he blasts me. Pause. See, now I can't leave the battlefield. So whatever I do, I just gotta make sure it counts. Okay. He's doing the thing. Okay. I guess I have to just run in a circle and hope I get there, right? So whatever Pokemon is on the field, that guy is just gone. He wipes the field with that Pokemon. So I've got about a few moves to attack. With whatever can really do damage to him. Because right now you're locked in the field. So I think a Pokemon has an advantage. I need to make sure he's queued up after this fight. We're at halfway though. I think now it's going to pay attention to where he does the little thing. Move out the way! Okay. I need to heal. Bring out Charizard. Hit him with a Mega. Mega out! Mega, 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 Mega! Okay. Fire Blast. On that ass? Come on. Okay. Dragon Pulse. Okay. Dragon Rush. Get on that Dragon Rush, bro. Dragon Pulse. Okay. Fire Blast. That's the combo. Okay. Dragon Pulse again. I think we might have a winner here if I can just manage to stay alive. Yep, okay. I gotta stay alive. That's all I gotta do. Just stay alive. Where is, oh my God, where's the safe zone? Okay, found a safe zone. Woo! Okay. Now my satchel. I'm gonna do a max revive to Charizard. And nope, come on. Yeah, Giga Impact. Come on, do it. Oblivion Wing. Hit him with it. All right. Oh, Charizard again. Charizard, get back out here. Come on, Charizard, get out here. Okay, he's locked in. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, that didn't do very much. Oblivion Wing. Okay. Psychic. I can't. If I could switch out, I'd be good. Like they really. The thing is about this battle is they create these constraints. Oh boy. Where's the safe zone? Oh my God. Okay. All right. Oh my God. I'm still locked in with this freaking guy. Okay. Okay. Give me my Charizard. Dang, man. Y'all don't want to give me nothing I asked for. All right. All right. I think I got it. All right. He's on. Get on Mega. Get on Mega. All right. It's over for you, buddy. It's over for you. We cooking soup. Ah. Okay. Yeah. Let your Pokeball fly. I want him in a ball that I normally don't use. You're getting a dusk ball, boy. You live in a dusk ball. Yeah. So all right. So I'll give you the strategy of what I just did. So basically, the first 2 rounds, if your Pokemon is strong enough, they're gimmies. He doesn't really attack you. He doesn't really do much as when he's in the dog form or in that like larva bug form. He doesn't do much. You can just attack him ad nauseum. He does a couple of small drops, but if you're fully like if you're like stacked up, like almost at 100, you're good. You battle, right? The last round, you have to make sure you hit him with your strongest moves that are strong against his typing, which dragon type and fairy type have the best advantage. So I went off and went and train, and then gave my Pokemon dragon and fairy type moves to battle in this fight. Not just one, after going through this battle like 6 times. This legendary Pokemon has just joined forces with the mightiest trainer in Lumiose. The thought. So I've been also doing like voice acting training. So I've been like giving like characters in this game voices. I haven't come up with one for him yet, but let me just take a look at him and see how I feel. The thought of you two. Nope. See, I always go for that deep voice first. The thought of you two. Nope. Come on.
The thought of you two combining your power gives me hope for the future of this city. You should have this. It will allow Zygarde to change its form.
You obtain a Zygarde cube. Do. Which is basically just a mega form, like a cube. It has 3 different forms, 10%, 50%, complete form. You can use Zygarde cube. For you switch from its 10% to 50 form, okay. If HP drops to half or less during battle, Zygarde. Oh, so you have to basically get your butt kicked, and then it will transform. And this form, Zygarde cores and Zygarde cells have gathered, increasing its stats significantly. Zygarde can Mega Evolve only when it's complete form. Okay. Mega Zygarde is in Core Enforcer transform. Okay. So
when Zygarde used up its strength protecting Pokemon from the light of the ultimate weapon, its parts scattered to far-off places, absorbing the power of those lands and seeking humans whose power of those lands will give it aid.
See, I like to sometimes even play a game where, I'll like you'll hear of like let's say like Fred Flintstone was really Jackie Gleason. Jackie Gleason was the star of the Honeymooners. So you kind of do a version of that character for yourself. I like to do Christopher Walken all the time. It's just fun. And now that I think of it, the moves that Zygarde used when and its Mega Evolved, they reminded me of Z moves, like those used in the Alola region. But perhaps I'm reading too much into it. Now it falls to me to ponder. What should I do with 3,000 years I must live? Is there something you want to do? I have no idea. There is. To this day, I yearn to create a more beautiful world, and I yearn for it forever. I once thought that we could achieve that world by fulfilling the material needs of everyone. Now, I know it's not so simple. Oh, an old proverb says, it is good to feed the hungry, but better to teach them how to feed themselves. I had focused solely on what I believed the world needed, yet I lost sight of how to make it so that those people can truly flourish. Thanks to what you and your Pokemon have done together, I have learned my lesson well. It is an outlandish dream, far beyond my reach. But with 3,000 years' time, perhaps I can make it real. Much like Az wanted, and wandered far and wide across the world in search of fluid.
I shall travel across vast reaches in search of ways to create the world I yearn for. When people manage to meet, it is a gift. Even living in the same time and place is no guarantee. The fact that we and so many others met and banded together to make Lumiose a better place is something we should treasure. Barring some great change, I doubt we'll meet again. But I will carry these lessons with me. Au revoir, my young friend. Au revoir. And it's like me like it's not Christopher Walken, but it's inspired by his cadence, right? To keep the world in balance. So like that's a character I could do, right? And now I know it. Shut up, I know it, baby. And now I think I can say I've completed the main story. I hope. Hey, why did YouTube block my first message? I wasn't naughty. What were you trying to say? Kira, what were you trying to say? What happened? You got blocked? That's wild. Okay. Um, now you just gone. Like I mean, it's like you go through all that trouble. You battle all in Pokemon. Let's see. Buddy's in my box. I know he is. There he is. Move around, move around. All right. I'm going to. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna. Who do I want to box? Who do I want to bench for you? I'm gonna bench Zenthal. You were helpful, but you were never my favorite. Kira, what do you think about the voice acting? I'm like, it's something I'm playing around with, really. Let's go, buddy. Pokemon, Pokemon. Apparently now I have to pay $30 for the See, I've never used him as a regular Pokemon. But now I have to let's just see where he wants me to go. I have to pay $30 for the expansion, I guess. Like everybody was complaining about it, and I thought it was like full priced. But I mean, I don't know what's in the $30 pack, but for DLC, I'm not mad about it. But there's like people were kind of like, well, I gotta pay money or I can't get first certain Mega Evolutions. That's kind of whack. Which I do agree. I think anything that gives you a competitive advantage should not be behind a paywall. Like once I pay for it, that should be it. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. I thought you were playing a Disney Dreamlight Valley, and it blocked it. Don't feel bad, Kira. It did that last night on the stream I was in. Thank you. Again, I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, my goal is to try to be a voice actor again. Um, once I get my certifications for cybersecurity, and I have that in line. Oh, I do. Okay. Let's see who's my reward, who's my battle. I should have waited, but I just got right into that battle. I don't know who you are at all, kid. All right, let's just battle him now. I'm not even gonna wait. Ain't no point. Let's just do the thing. But yeah, actually, you know what? Kira, now that you're here, I'm gonna bring it up to you to talk about being naughty because Sherry gave her input. So I mentioned this. I am tomorrow going to Florida for my friend's bachelorette party, and they're having it's gonna be fun. Like we're going to Florida, we're gonna hang out. It'll be better weather than here. It's not great weather, but it's better than here, right? I just say that it's better than here. But it's a bachelorette party because again, my friend was like, "Yo, Chris, you a cool dude, and I want you to be in my wedding." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be in your wedding, friend. I've known you 12 years. It's all good, right?" Oh wow, he just
Is that what's up? Damn. And now you just destroy everything because you're about to die? Let me ask this question. Let's see. If I use my satchel and I make him max potion, will he go back down to his other form and become weaker? I'm just curious to see what happens. Oh no, he stays strong. Okay. Now I understand it. But the girls are having on Friday night. What up, Dayton? Um, they are having a stripper over. And you know, I'm like, I'm not gonna poop in your party, have fun. But I don't want to really be there because I ain't trying to see no danglings. It's just not something I like to do. So I feel like I'm being closed minded, but I also feel like I'm like, I don't know. It's okay to be closed minded sometimes, especially when it came to danglings. Like I mentioned before that I like, you know, for my birthday, I had a big trip out in New Orleans. And part of the trip, we did one dinner and we went to a place called the Country Club, and it was really funny. Had really good food, really good entertainment, and then at the end of the night, it was we call it end of the day. It was a how we call it? Shoot, I forget what it's called. Drag. It was a drag person, and it was great. It was fun. My buddy Frank, who came on the party, as soon as I mentioned that we might be doing drag, he's like, "Man, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't going on that shit. I ain't doing that shit." And I had to laugh. I'm like, bro, it's all right. Well, do you? And then right before, like I said, like maybe a week before, he got to change his mind. And he's like, hey, are there still tickets left? Can I maybe come? He felt left out. So literally everybody was going except him. And I go, no, it's sold out. Sorry, man. um, the same thing won't happen here. Am I gonna change my mind? But oh, you know what? I would want to see a stripper ding-a-ling. It's just not gonna happen. But cool. Listen, what you got? What you got? What you got? You know, like I'm not gonna change my mind. I'm not gonna wake up and be like, you know what? I was being closed-minded, guys. I want to see the stripper. I don't. What should I say to my friend so she doesn't be like, why'd I even invite you if you don't want to see a stripper? You know what I mean? Get on the stripper. The world hit you hitter. Back with the kipper. There's some rapper, I think it's Project Pat, who does that. Back to the kipper. All right. So, let's see. Why is it? Oh, why is that blanked out? There's some Pokemon here that I've yet to see. Interesting. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's go to the mission list. I do think that's everything. 42, 41. I think I completed the entire list of main mission items. I've got a couple, like I think 10 side missions to do. Let's see. 20 cherry berries, 5 tomato berries, 5 oka berries. All right, let's see what we got here. Like, I'm basically done with the game. I'm basically like, this is like the end mission for me. I honestly, I'm not 100% completist person. So unless I want to do shiny farming, all right, we got 20 cherry berries, oka berries, I believe. 5 oka berries. Okay. What else we gotta get? Let's see. So, Kira, what do you think? Like, do I just deal with the strippers, or do I not? Or do I just not go? I'm just not sure. Hold on one second. I'm actually noticing something. Back to the kipper, boys with the strippers. Uh, Hi, Dave. I'm sorry, YouTube blocked my earlier hello to you. Hey, well, I'm sure Dave's happy to see you as always. No pun intended. All right. Let's see. I think I have what I need for that girl. No, I don't have all the flowers of Flavy. I'm close though. Yeah. I got like 10 left. I should just finish the game, right? I think tomato berries might be the one I don't have. Let's see. In my satchel. Oh, I got what I need. I got everything I need. Let's go get whatever prize she got. Big Kipper, back to the flipper. Yeah, YouTube loves a trip. I mean, let's not even act like we don't know that already. How many Pokemon did I lose? Let's see. One Pokemon. I will say the one, and I mentioned this before in my last review. The one thing about this new version of Pokemon, um, is they made it basically so that the battles are no longer turn based, and they are more strategic because you can't just come in there and just like, well, my move's bigger than yours. Pow, 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 pow. You got to kind of like time it out, and there's like waiting stations and everything else that happens. So there's quite a bit that you wind up landing into now that you didn't have in the past. That I'm actually enjoying. I really am. Let's see. Um, let's see what they say here. Anything crazy? All right. Okay. I'm just checking my work stuff real quick. I don't know if I should join that or not. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Can't really make this compatible with home. I want to put my Mew in it. Yeah, I mean, I'm right. I'm like, why is this not compatible with home yet? Like every game should be compatible with home immediately. Like every single one of them. But yeah, Kira, what is your opinion on that story? I tell the whole story again so you can give me your input. Don't tell me it's too many berries for you. Spree, 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 spree. But don't you want to explore? It's funny. I got a friend who is a voice actress, and she was telling me that she had an assignment, and she sent it in, and they were like, "Can you make it more like AI?" And I'm like, "Dog, what are they doing? What are you doing? That's right. I'm doing me. I'm doing me right now, and that's what I'm gonna do till it's over, cause it's far from over." Speaking of which, when is Drake gonna drop his new album? Like, I feel like he did a bunch of teases. He did a few drops, and then he just goes, "All right, bye." I'm like, what? Bro, I thought you dropped this album like months ago. But I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Also, I decided to get back into anime, and I watched um one called Lazarus, and I'm still watching it, which I'm actually gonna watch after this. And I was incredibly impressed with like how well it was done. Also, I just got the word that I have just hit my YouTube anniversary, and I've been using this site for 15 years. Although I think this channel's only 11 years old. I think I only really started uploading things to like this channel for real, like 4 years after I had it. Because I made the channel first in college, and then I didn't touch it. And then I decided, oh, let me use my old YouTube channel. And Csandreas is a cool name. I'll just use that. So, all right, well, we completed that one. It always takes about a year to make the new games compatible with it. That's fair. You know, I actually also went back and tried to play Pokemon Sword and Shield and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And after playing this one, I have a hard time playing those because the battle system is just much better. Oh, I watched. I start. So I'm working on making more anime content and more review content. I'm also doing like a little side initiative I'm calling for FTP. So at this point, the reason to keep my channel alive is for tax purposes because I can write it off on my taxes, right? So the more that I try to put into this channel, the more I treat it as a business. I don't have to pay as much in taxes because I can write off like my like purchases on things I do to keep the channel moving, right? But if it's not successful, it's not successful. It just is what it is. So, but I am trying to make it profitable, right? I am actively trying to make it profitable. So that makes it a business. So I'm doing a sub series called FTP for tax purposes. So if you see me do anything that feels like a little sellouty, it's because it's for tax purposes. Dating Chris. So just say you and your girlfriend have a rule about no strippers. I actually mentioned that, and the girl goes, "Well, what happens in St. Pete stays in St. Pete's." And I'm like, I don't want to have to lie. I just don't. So I'll figure it out. I just want to just put it out there for discussion's sake. Um, I would say, Sheriff, if you're having issues with the stream, just copy every comment you make so you don't have to retype it. So you can just repaste. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I did watch the new Ronin Warriors. I got a few episodes in. I didn't love the opening where like they try to do that little reveal, and I'll just tell you what it is if anybody even cares. Um, they basically hired a bunch of like jerkwads to be the new Ronin Warriors in the tradition of the old, but like in order to use the true armor, you have to have it like I'm just making some up, but like encoding your DNA basically, or like it has to be like a part of you. And you find that these guys are cowards and they kind of suck and they're only in it for like the look of it all. They're not really trying to be heroes, and then they find out that there are other people around who, frankly, like who do have the DNA and do want to be the heroes, which makes me say, why didn't you find them in the first place? It's interesting. It is, and I will tell you that I will give it another shot. But I made a few episodes in. I'm gonna try to finish out the review. Review. Finish out the anime for the review purposes. But I'll be dropping that about next week. Um, I'm trying to figure out what my new format's gonna be. Right. I want to make um like higher quality videos. If before I'm like, I've been like, let me just drop these and not put any effort into them. I'm like, no, let's put some effort into it. Let's put some stank on it. You know, like let's see what happens if I put true effort into surviving in this new world. So I got a subscription to the new vidIQ, which uses AI, of course, as everyone does. I want to see what advice it gives me and if it actually works. So I'm gonna make a video out of that. Even like, okay, I'm following vidIQ's advice on my first few videos to see if I'm able to get views. Because right now, with the way my channel's set up, I essentially have to do a couple of tricks in order to get views on my channel again. And that's just what it is. Like I gotta trick it. I must teach the system. You know, like I remember last time when I was like not getting views on my live streams, I had to put out a bunch of videos, and then when those videos started getting traction, then my live stream started getting like real traction. And so like even now, it's like okay, when these videos don't do well, all right, now take it and go and retool the title, retool the thumbnail, change things out. I know there's a lot of big YouTubers do that. Like if the video doesn't do well within a certain period of time, they go and change it. Hi team, we're pivoting away from weekly product domain meetings to bi-weekly cadence. Heck yeah, I love that. All right, so I'm saying right now, I'm at work, ish. The plan as follows: in March, we'll have our first delivery meeting with SLT and Susan, once for each PD. And from April onwards, we'll have 2 delivery meetings per month with SLT and Susan. We're working on a template to outline um, and what kind of updates we will take to those meetings. All right, cool. So instead of having to do these stupid meetings we have every week, which I thought were stupid in the first place, they're shifting away from that and into meetings that are going to be once a month, which I think is just great. I actually love that he's doing this because that was what we were doing before was just stupid. Yeah, it's like where's Pudge? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna give it another shot and just see what happens. Let's go, baby. You've been roasted, toasted, and burnt to a crisp. Um, yeah, let me tell you something else too. So it's just personal aside. So I just found out that the boss that I was like not a big fan of. Oh my god, I'm gonna complain about people who are working. 1 second, hold on a second. Yes, hold on a second. Oh my god, he asked me everything. All right, so there's a new guy at work, and he's like 80 years old. I'm not joking. And he asked me every single thing, everything. Yes, most likely it depends on what projects you get assigned to. I had 2 projects in this, and Marnie had 1. It's pretty straight forward, but I'll walk you through when the time comes. Alrighty. You know what's funny, Dayton? I'm doing the same thing because it's one. I mean, Ronin Warriors was one of the first anime I ever watched too that I recognized as anime, and I know that it like they didn't even finish dubbing it, um, or maybe they did late. Maybe they did it later on Toonami. But I know for years I was watching the same episodes, kind of like Dragon Ball Z, over and over and over again without them ever ending the story. And it finally got to a point where I was like, you know what? I can't keep watching the same thing over and over again. I gotta figure out if there's a story here somewhere that I'm missing. So then I went and looked into it and it turned out, yeah, there was a sub. There's a whole storyline that I just straight up missed. And then I wound up watching the rest of it via the sub. I mean, I wouldn't overthink it. It's the same thing as like, like think about how like in I'm trying to say a good way to like relate this for you. I think a lot about how like in the world, if you want to call it that, in the world of Power Rangers, you pull this little doohickey out, like bleh, 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 and then you transform. And I'm like, is the costume hidden inside? Let's see, now just under a certain going cha cha cha. Hey, all right. You gotta pick it up. Gotta pick it up. This is more than a month. Yay. All right. All right. I want to go after the blue one. Did you hear about those 5 hook players of the Olympics winning team who refused to go to the White House? Hockey players who refused to go. Yes, I did. And honestly, I forget who it was. It was somebody else who won a big championship and didn't want to go to the White House. Frankly, I wouldn't go. Like I wouldn't. Like I would not go personally. That's what it was. That's what I got here in my box. First of all, let's confirm which Pokemon Flaby is. All right, it is you. All right. I'm gonna make a Flaby box. So every Flaby goes in here. We got white. We got yellow. We got blue. White, yellow, blue. I know I got more. I think I got red in here somewhere because I know I caught him. Like, I don't know. I guess to me, like, I understand if you don't mess with that president, you don't want to meet him. All right, so yeah, white, yellow, red, blue. What's the other color? All right, all 5 forms. Yeah, white. I need one more. White, yellow, red, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there one? What's the other color? If I saw a Flaby, I just captured it without thinking about it. I got yellow. We got red. We got blue. Let's see. If it was Power Rangers or something, I'd get it. But they never had to transform like that in the original. It's unstable molecules in the Marvel Universe. Storm's costume would form when she brought down lightning in some issues. George Foreman got mad. The others not wanting to go. Well, George Foreman is old. I don't know. Like, I feel like if you don't understand why someone wouldn't want to meet this president, you're being dense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know what he represents, what he's chosen to get rid of, what he's chosen to attack, who he's chosen to go after. Like, in my opinion, I get it if you don't want to meet Donald Trump. I get it. Okay. Real quick, I need to just check to see where. How can I do that? Definitely another. I know I got one here. Hold on a second, guys. I need it. Bow. Let me see. And I have another report for you guys too. I need to just check on this. Where? Let's do this. Hey Google, call my phone.
Sure. Your Google Pixel 10 Pro.
Why do you call it now? Okay, of course you call it now. This is stupid. This is so stupid. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. All right. So that is dumb because the last time I couldn't find my phone, quite literally, um, it would not call my Pixel 10. It called my Pixel 9. Let me tell this girl so she can tell me like, what's the one I'm missing. Near beds and rooftops. I have red, yellow, orange, blue, white. I need the orange one. Okay. Do I have the orange secretly though? And it just looks red. Let me look. Because that looks. All right, it looks. I guess it's red. Let me talk to Rand. No, we going to that box, baby. All right, it is red. All right, red. Oh, Nocturne, welcome, welcome, welcome. Doing great. Got a doctor's appointment on Friday due to my lymph node and the horizontal crease is up. Hasn't changed for 2 weeks. Well, congratulations. Yes, Sailor Moon was great too. You know what? I'll tell you this. So I got a CPAP machine, right, for sleeping and breathing. My joke is breathing. Oh, I do have them all. Heck yeah. Great. Okay. Yellow and orange look kind of the same. But I got a CPAP machine. And, at first I was kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna get this thing, see how it goes, see how I feel. I feel like I have energy I haven't had in a long time. And like, I feel like my brain is working on a level that it wasn't working in the past. Like I actually feel like I have more like, I don't know where it is. I have more passion or more excitement around things. Like, I don't know. I just feel like my brain is operating in a much higher level. Like, and it makes sense because I've been tracking my sleep patterns and I'm getting better sleep, right? Like much better sleep. Like it's crazy to think about. Like everybody says like, "Oh my god." I'm yawning for a reason. But like you're gonna feel like so much better. And I'm like, no, I won't. Whatever. I feel the same. And frankly, y'all, I feel like a new man. It's weird. And now I don't know if I can go back. I don't even want to go to sleep anymore unless I'm using my CPAP machine. I was having 44 events a night, and I now have like maybe one, and that's fantastic. And I'll tell you, I was close to having a stroke, which is scary to think about because I look at people who have strokes and they can't walk, they lose ability to talk, they slur a little bit, like they lose their like who they are until they rehab. And so now I'm like, yo, I need to Like I was mad at Childish Gambino for canceling the Chicago concert, but I thought he had a stroke and he's back on the road to recovery. But now I'm like, yo, no man, take the time you need. Like I f that concert, like live your life. I want to see you like be you. Okay. Now, because of what I did, the world can have different colors in their hair. That's funny. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see what else we got here. I watched first double Sailor Moon. That was gender neutral, so it was just like Running Warriors to me. Oh yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I feel like to me, like when so my first anime was my first real anime was probably Superbook, which is the Bible stories, and then after that, it was Dragon Ball, and I never, I watched like the original Dragon Ball, like they were airing, find those Dragon Balls, gotta catch them all, right? Um, like it was crazy, and then Sailor Moon came right after. I just watched both, and it was great. I didn't care. I didn't care about gender. I was like, these are things. I'm watching them. They're fun. Okay. The rest of these are kind of like, yeah. I'll do this one. This one seems fun, but the other ones, I don't know. The other ones are like kind of like they want you to do too much, and it's not even that I'm lazy. It's a lot to do with somebody I don't even know. Like in this game, man. Um, I don't blame them because he said that he couldn't cheer for them. I mean, again, like in my opinion, this president is divisive. He cannot get mad when people were like, don't like him. Well, I was on 11. There it is. Like, if you know that you're divisive, you're not just being like you literally are attacking Democrats and calling them names. Like, I don't think another president has ever sat there and been like, well, this part of the party sucks. And they suck. And they're crazy. And I'm like, and they cheat. And I go, bro, you I won't lie to you. Like, the more he talks about how they cheat, it makes me question if he hasn't cheated. And then, in addition to that, like as we all know, the Democrats are straight up like, that's not a Pokeball one. Um, are like rewriting like areas and crap, and I'm like, are you really saying that Democrats cheat when you are actively doing things that could be considered cheating, like changing zoning, so that you have a better chance at winning? Is that not cheating? I can't think of anything that Democrats have done to cheat. You know what I mean? And again, I gotta get to my system now because at this bachelorette party, I actually know one of the people going. Well, I know a lot of people going. I'm friends with a lot of these people, but like we got into an argument years ago, and I didn't call her racist. I said that supporting Trump means you support racist ideals because at the time, the first time, um, that was what he was running on. Like, are you not upset that the KKK supports your position? You know what I mean? And then she was like, well, a lot of negative people support both sides. And I'm like, no, that's what I would call a cop out. Like, I'm not sitting here being like, well, look at who support. Like, you can't. The thing is, You can't find me somebody on that extreme end of the political spectrum that was supporting Democrats, right? Like there was no equivalent to the KKK. And that's just what it is. People may not like that, but it is what it is. Like you can say, well, Black Lives Matter because y'all decided to vilify Black Lives Matter. It's a little bit different, y'all. And I think people know that, but these arguments are not meant to be fair. You know what I mean? All right. I don't know when I'm gonna find this Pokemon is like supposedly like shit like a Pokeball. I'm literally just capturing everything I can find. All right. Oh, there he is. I bet that's it. It's a skunkfish. All right. Do they though? I don't. I'll be honest. I'm not even trying to be like. I'm not trying to be partial, but I can't think of a time when like the Democrats cheated. And I'm not trying to be unfair. If you can show me one, I'm down. But like, I I don't know. I think people. I think they lie because politicians lie. But I don't know if those are the same thing. You know. All right. Well, I found this freaking thing they want me to find, so we'll see. What's going on with you guys? Anything big? Actually, how long have you been streaming? Because I do have to take care of some business. Also, if you're in the room, do a favor, hit that like button. Y'all know what to do. Support your boy. Your boys out here working for the man, getting paid. Okay. All right. We achieved that. But now I'm good to move on to another game. I'm gonna stop here. I might decide to buy the like I could do it right now and extend my gameplay. But like I wanted to get back into Mario Tennis because I bought Mario Tennis, as you see here. Um, I wanted to go back and finish and play more. I think I realized I didn't finish Pokemon Sword. I only got so far, and then I stopped. Then the Pokemon Bananas I still have to finish. Then I need to keep playing Metroid Prime. I keep losing, so I quit doing that. Pokemon Snap I was still working through. So I shouldn't spend my money. I should wait. I don't need to spend money to jump into the Wilderness game. Mario Kart World I kind of played to its excess. I still have Monkey Ball. Astro Chain I want to finish. So like there's still more games here for me to play. So I shouldn't spend my money. I should wait. There's no rush to go into that mega world. Like I've got a lot of games. In fact, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna hold you up. I have not gone to fight Ganon yet in Tears of the Kingdom. I am done with every other part of the game except the Ganon fight, and I'll skip the Ganon fight because I don't want to get my butt kicked. And so I need to go and train and go to more shrines and whatnot with Link. So, and man, Arms is depressing. I wish they would have just expanded Arms and gave it a little bit more. Arms is like right here to being a great game. Love Calamari. I don't have the real version in there. But I remember I got this game too. I made a Japanese version of my Switch. So I can play these random games. So I can review it. I bought this thing years ago though. But here we are. The great person I supported here that turned tail and supported the opposite side. So aggravating. His floppy hair has more followers than his tan line. Oh my god, y'all roasting that man. You need Ghostbusters ghost trapping thing to catch these creatures. It's funny. All right, well, guys, I think I did my due diligence. I actually put a stream out that people came to. Woohoo! I have to actually go pack because for Florida, I'm mostly done. I just need to make sure that I hit on a couple of things, and I want to also clean my apartment. So I'm getting up at 2 in the morning tonight to go to the airport because my flight takes off at like 5. So I'm going to take care of a bunch of things. I'm gonna go to a little dinner for myself to celebrate me going on this trip. I paid all my bills. And I'm looking sexy. Hey. Okay, I'll stop. I'll tell you this. The one thing I hate about getting paid every 2 weeks, it's just me being me, is you really gotta like have your money right. Like you gotta have some kind of savings, you gotta have something ready to go. Because when you got that like 2 week period you get, or that like that 1 week you off and the next week you on, like the week that you off, you like, oh man, okay, like next week, all right, come on, push, you gotta do it, push, we gotta make it, push, don't stop, blah 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 blah, right? Um, and then the next week you like, all right, let's do it, y'all. Like I already paid my rent, so now this next check is gonna be the spend money, save money, stack money check. But, and this is just me being real, because I have so many trips I'm taking, all that money that I normally would have saved has been funneling straight into the trips. Like I still have to get like, I think I have to get like 3 hotel rooms. Thank God I don't got to pay them right away. But I got to spend some time doing that next. That's gonna be next week's little fun adventure. Um, but then when I get my tax return, I'm gonna put all that money in the bank because that's all the money I would have been saving by spending on my trips. So, but all right, guys, like I said, I'm gonna get out of here. I do appreciate y'all for watching. Let me get up here and make things right. Wah! But yeah, I'm gonna take care of some things. But I want to say thank you guys for watching. Thanks for enjoying. And look at this. Look at this. I'm just gonna show off for a second. I lost all this weight. Like I don't know if y'all remember, but I had a little dad bod going on, right? And now, I kind of got some abs coming in. Like, ignore my pectorials. I got abs coming in, buddy. It's like, what? What is it? What are those? What is that? What is that an ab? Is that an ab? Is that an ab? Oh, I don't know. I think it's an ab. Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Okay, that's weird. I'm sorry. If someone walked in my room, I would get kicked out. But I gotta say, I'm proud of the achievements I've made. And you should be proud of me too. You really should. Be proud of me. Be proud. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna get out of here. I love you. And honestly, I'm going to probably stream at some point during the trip. I don't know when. It'll probably be during the day, but it should be fun. But thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being here for that moment. I'm sorry if someone saw me take my shirt off. I apologize.